What's going on, good people, great people, God's people? Listen, this is Pastor Nate, Elder Nate, Minister Nate, Brother Nate, Nate, or whatever you feel comfortable calling me. Look, this is February 18th, 2025, and I have the great honor to do something we talked about. I have the great honor to interview my boy, my brother, my friend, my prayer partner, interview him for his birthday. So we going to get right to it. Some of y'all may know him by Rodeo. Some of y'all may know him by Mr. Lobster and Shrimp. Some of y'all may know him by Kirbyville, Country Boy, whatever it may be. But I have no other than my big bro, Arnold Beatty, all the way from Kirbyville, Texas. Man, what's up, dog? Come on, tell him something there, baby.
Man, happy birthday to myself. Big 5'2".
Wow.
5'2".
52 years of age. Man, I tell you, it's an honor, man. It's a blessing that, God would allow, you to be here for 52 years. Now, look, we're going to show the viewers, how blessed you are because we got some questions. Now, listen, let me be clear. I ask a lot of questions, you dig?
I told you.
Okay. I might get in your little business a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me you grown. I know you grown, but you can't tell me you grown, dog. So
have your way with me.
So nevertheless, we're gonna start right at childhood, man, because I'm pretty sure some of our listeners and viewers want to know, man, how was your childhood growing up, man? What some of the things that you did? Talk about the neighborhood, man.
Well, I grew up in a small town, man. Very explosive and energetic. You had your ups and downs. That was Kirbyville, Texas.
Okay.
Small town, man. And everybody was family when I was coming up. Everybody knew each other, loved each other. You knew if you got a whooping, it was a whooping. You hear me saying whooping. It was a whooping for reason for you to be doing it. And the mama or the daddy or whoever the family member was, if you got whooped at their house, they're going to go tell your mama and your daddy, and you're going to get another whooping for being sassy with all that. So it was more fun growing up when I was coming up.
Well, since you say that, man, because true, I'm from a country town all the way, from, Karen Crow, Lafayette, Louisiana, all those areas there. But nevertheless, man, and I know how, the culture, the neighborhood plays a big role. So what was some of your, biggest influence as a child when you were in Kirbyville?
Oh, man. Growing up in Kirbyville, my Uncle Mel Child, my Uncle Joe, my Uncle Leroy, shoot, there's a lot of them. Mr. Lynn, definitely, man. Mr. Lexi, man, it's so many of them, man. My Uncle Leroy was a time bomb with me, man. He won the reason why I'm in church and stuff.
Wow.
But we get off into that, but
yes,
Mr. Lynn was a different one. I had to just talk to them, tell you about them individual, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I looked up to a lot of my older cousins. My Uncle Margie, my Uncle Tim. I never did tell them that a lot, but always they took care of me growing up, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? My then I had my cousins, and when I was coming up, I was into like playing sports and stuff, and then I came into like step family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's hard for a lot of people when you come into a step family. I keep it real. It was love, but also you had some crazy times. You know what I'm saying?
So since you brought us there real quickly, we were talking about as a child, how did you handle, man, that whole growing up, like with a step family or having step siblings? Because you could help somebody even like right now, man. To somebody that's growing up in that situation. How did you maintain and get to where you are now in regards to being around that environment?
The worst thing I ever hated about being in a step family, and that's in my situation, this for me, was I used to hate to get secondhand clothes, because if I got secondhand clothes and my cousin knew that I got it, like my Aunt Lola, when she was like, God bless her soul, she came one summer or whatever it was and gave us some clothes, nice clothes. Oh, they nice. But my cousin, them being bad like they was back in the day, man, they'll say, man, rodeo got our clothes on, rodeo got his clothes on. So, you know, that was a pigment for me that I didn't like. So I always said, man, when I get grown, I'm about my own stuff. And you can't tell me nothing. And, you know, I'm a full-grown man with that. But, you know, that was kid stuff. You see what I'm saying?
But I'm going to make you laugh.
That's kid stuff, though,
but
man.
that's crazy how kid stuff influence, you know, even your style now. You like one of them guys I always laugh at. Man, you gonna wear what you want to wear. You gonna do what you want to do. And it's funny how, you know, you're sharing with our viewers that, you know, your childhood molded that, man. I mean, it's like no matter, you know, where you are, I just want to tell some of our listeners, man, embrace where you are. Be you. Know that God got you, because this is 52 years down the road.
Right.
And yeah, you made something, you know, good out of something that's probably something. Be yourself.
Yeah, man. I was always into being myself, man. I love being myself. And I love all my cousins. I love females and the males. You know, because back when I was coming up, the female was faster than the male. Females outrun us. I was like, man, I ain't no way I got run of. You know, I'm close to all my cousins, too.
Wow. So now, look, that was a little bit of the childhood for, you know, rodeo, Mr. Lobster and Shrimp. I'm going to jump into them teenage years, because I'm pretty sure that's when it probably went, you know, hey, that's when it probably was lit. You know, so look, let me ask you this, man. As a teenager, you know, what sports, what hobbies did you do as a teenager? What?
Baseball, basketball, football, ran track. Try to play a little tennis, but you know. But those three main ones, football, basketball, and baseball, I was in there.
Now, I know you don't like to probably toot your own horn because you said baseball, basketball, football. Now, you threw it out there, so I got to ask, were you good at it in one of them things?
Man, I let it speak for itself.
No, I can't let y'all do. Listen,
man, you got some good guys. I came behind some great guys that went to the pros.
Yeah, bet.
You got Bubba Bean.
Mm-hmm.
You got my boy Butch Hednock. You know, went to school together and all that. And you, Jackie Wilson. From where I'm from.
Yeah.
You had Steve Gilbert. And it was a bunch of guys. Dexter Thomas for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? We called him the Hammer. He just tore it up, made it just like, you got to play football.
Yeah.
You got to play football. You had Ramsey Levi's. You had Coach Grissom before my time.
So after all of that, was rodeo good? Did you handle your own? I know that's what the listeners want to know.
I was good. My sport was basketball. Man, I was good at football. I was a receiver. I knew they tried to put me in that safety, but you know I didn't want to get hit. I think they called me Mr. Pretty Boy. You ain't gonna get that. I left that to my boy, my cousin, dead and gone, KB, man, Kenneth Brown and Darrell and them and Byron. Those boys like to hit.
So look, since we talked about sports, I know a lot of people may not know this here, and you didn't even want to say it. I mean, that's how you are. You're a humble guy anyway.
My cousin Danny Thompson, you know, boy, knock your head off.
But I'm gonna put this out here. I know you try to avoid talking about it a little bit because you don't want me to, you know, toot your own horn.
Nah.
But man, tell the viewers, man, what happened, man. You know, in regards to your basketball career, man. Let them know. I look it up, man. Look, I look it up. Where did you go to school to play basketball, man?
I did. I went to Jarvis Christian College.
Okay.
I went there. Two knucklehead coaches, Mr. Thomas. Both of them was Thomases, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But man, those were some great days. My boy Keelan Jones, his brother, Big Ham, Duke, Chicago. Golly, Quinn Brown from Winnie, Texas.
I bring it back.
Scott,
Yeah.
Earl Landry. Man, it's so many. If I miss y'all, man, I didn't mean to, man. It just.
I put it up on you like
yeah,
man.
I
threw it out there.
Because Jarvis Christian College, man, I had to actually walk on again.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna bring you my other stuff before that, but I had to do that. And you had to be on the team, you got to be good.
Yeah.
You got to be good just to be on a college team.
See, the truth be that, that's why I wanted you to say it, is because
Texas College know what it was.
Yeah.
We beat them.
See,
you know, it go back to those days. Go
I
ahead.
wanted to kind of interject real quickly
You
because a lot
start
of people,
to
no, I know, I hear why. A lot of people wouldn't even know that, you know, hey, you played collegiate basketball, that you actually was putting that thing down, putting it in the hoops, man, you know, so I wanted to really just throw it out there
I
like that,
appreciate
man.
that, yeah, I
you know,
know.
let everybody know that we got a basketball player, so, you know, yeah, we 52, but I'm pretty sure you still give him a little something. Huh? Jumper still there?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I do my little thing, but
So watch this here. Now, this is the part that a lot of times we don't want to sit down there and talk about. After being, you know, growing up childhood, having a good, teenage years, playing ball and all that there. Man, when did you get introduced to them ladies, man? How was relationships back in that day?
I got all that from my Uncle Milton. Straight up. That was just straight up. He always was a shining bald head, shining man,
Okay.
and got close to God. I always had God in, but I admire my Uncle Milton, man. You see me, I was with my uncle. I loved him. I loved him to death, man. I wanted to be like him.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wore the jewelry, had that little cool laugh. And you know, Budweiser was cool to drink back then.
Yeah.
But you know, they give you headaches when you really think about it. But drove that Silverado truck. Yeah, man, I admire my Uncle Milton. And I'm not going to kid, I admire my dad. Because my dad was a cool dude.
So they kind of, you know,
Mama.
Uncle Mel and Pops kind of really
On
showed
the
you how to
baby,
deal
yeah.
with the ladies.
Yeah.
You know,
My
so-
dad, they were very, how should I say it? Very pleasant with them. Wasn't no aggressive person with no woman.
Do you remember your first girlfriend name? Do you remember her name?
Yeah.
What was her name?
My
You ain't got it.
my first official girlfriend is my mom.
Boy, you learned a lot from Uncle Mel and Dad. How you ain't gonna put it out there. Like, we ain't gonna do that. I'm just picking up.
Oh no, it's
you know,
good.
like I
It's
said,
good. No, it's
You know,
good.
so no, you know, on another note, man. Same way, you know, we laughing, having fun, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, listen, man. This is February 18th, man, 2025, man. We got this is Lobster and Shrimp here, man. We interviewed him for his birthday, so you know what? We just having some fun. But nevertheless, as a teenager, man, at 18, 19, what's some of the challenges you face?
When I was coming up, say no to drugs. I know
Yeah.
I'm hitting my cousin Boots and them, making them laugh. In school, they had that thing called SAD.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs and don't
Uh-huh.
drive drunk, which that still goes on today. But you know, I was a big class clown. Me,
Yeah.
Terry Burks, hey boy, that's my dog there. Me, Terry Burks, Walter Diggers, and Trent Glenn there, man.
Wow.
I had a beautiful class, still live the class of 92, man. Kirby, look, we might have was a small class, but boy,
So
it was
what?
beautiful, man.
So what challenges did y'all have? Like what type of, during your teenage years, what could you say, man? I'm glad.
Passing the classes and
Passing the class of drugs, like you said. Nah, I feel that though,
I
man.
had, man, I'm not gonna fake with my stuff, man. I enjoyed school, bro.
Yeah, what are it?
I wasn't that type. I love going to school,
Yeah, yeah.
but you know who wanted to do the work? But I love going to school,
Yeah.
eating food, wear my school clothes, dress up, have my little girlfriend,
And like me, I'm gonna keep it 100 with
play
you.
sports. I love
It's
it.
funny you said like me growing up in that environment, man. I really ain't had a lot of challenges. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie to you, man. You know we had.
Can't lie.
We was
It
simple.
I had the best wife. I had
Yeah.
no bills or nothing, and I knew this at the time that
So
hey
I
man,
feel that that's an
I
answer
just
all
wanted
by
my own
itself.
car.
Yeah, we all did that. That's a challenge.
See,
man.
but
We
I
don't
got
wanna
it.
know nobody.
I
I
got
got
it,
you. I
though.
got you. So now we transition, man, from childhood to teenage years to young adult. Man, let's talk a little bit about some adulthood stuff. And this is where we really gonna try to stay here a little moment. We kind of got to know who Rodeo, Mr. Lobster and Shrimp. You got a little chance to know who he is. Now we're gonna walk into some adulthood type stuff, man. So let me ask you this here. I know that, and I want you to say it. I know that you are currently married, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about that.
My marriage is to a young lady from Africa.
Okay.
This is my second marriage, though.
Okay.
So our marriage right now is what's going on, the present. Tanasha Beatty from Zimbabwe, Harare.
Okay.
So we got married in 2012. You know, might have flunked some fellas, but yeah, that's what it is. We got married in Cape Town, man.
Oh wow! See a lot, and that's why I wanted to say a lot of people don't know that. So you went back to Africa.
Oh yeah.
And actually,
I've
you
been there,
married.
like they just not doing this. I've been to Africa 7 times, bro.
Oh wow, wow.
Just to keep a lot of stuff under the radar, but man, I've been there. Oh, people know me, man.
And I asked too, because I really want to kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no ain't no capping.
No,
I go there right now, they'll know me.
Listen, look, and I think that's showing how well-rounded you are, and that's why I really wanted to bring that out. So you've been married since 2012, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And as it relates to you being married, that's about 13 years. So how can you share with our viewers how faith in God has played a major role in that marriage?
Well, look at me now, because the whole rodeo was instantaneous. I mean, get out there and just, it's obvious. I'm living a player life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I lived that life in my own way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not trying to be like nobody else. Always that guy with shades on, jewelry.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm talking this before this music stuff. I've been like that.
Mm-hmm.
Talk the way I talk. Just don't got that cameo no more. The hair done went all the way off. So it's straight bald head shine. I can't help that's a ready.
Laker had got me.
But yeah, bro. I lived that life. I met a lot of nice ladies as friends, not just join up, put me on game though.
Mm-hmm.
End up being closer to them than a lot of male friends, dude. Yeah. That's how a lot of stuff, and they introduced me to a lot of game.
So you think that was God's way of kind of like teaching you, because like I said, you've been married 13 years. Was that your way, God? You thought God kind of put some people in your life to show you how to be maybe a better husband?
Yes, but my wife was very influential in me with that. I got more spiritual with my wife because I was, you love one, you all coming together. I saw what kind of lady she was, and I said, which I knew God, but I was like, man, you know what? God always talked to her like, all right, different lady, or you can get any kind of woman you want, but when God sends you something special,
yeah,
I learned to realize that, because I have learned how to be humble and learn how to just settle down. It ain't always been easy. It ain't always gonna be easy, but that's day-to-day living. Tell anybody, a marriage is a job though, bro. That's a job. That's a very difficult thing, but also a very beautiful thing.
And so let me ask you this: since we talking about marriage, and was it hard to be married to, someone from another country? Was that kind of difficult?
In the first beginning, it was exciting to me.
Okay.
But you go through your moments where you like, are you sure you want to do this? And I'm pretty sure she thought this. I'm talking about when it comes to the part that when you get frustrated. That's an end of marriage. You be like, I don't think I should even done that. So I'm speaking on the part of being real with it. You had your day, you be like, man, I should have stayed this. But at the end, bro, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, a marriage is a job, You got people like they ain't gonna last long. Man, you got to work. You two got to work together. You can't go worry about what mom or daddy say, anything. It's you and that person individually.
See that, and I'm glad you said that because that's gonna help some of our viewers, man. This is what this interview is all about too. Not only just celebrating your birthday, but man,
about life.
But life, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Life, man.
About life, and I'm glad you brought that out in regards to relationship and marriage. It's vitally important to understand that it's you too. Let me ask you this here then. So how do you keep that fire? How do you keep that that motto of hey, it's us too? What's some of the things that you do to make sure that those things don't get messed up?
The way that I met them is the way that I try to keep it. And also, my wife speaks 7 different languages. Mm-hmm. She's very intelligent. Very, I always tell her that she sounds like a white girl. And not to be racist, nothing like that. But my wife, if you talk to her, she's not talking the Southern. She's not talking city. My wife is just a Dutch, and you got to go look all that up. They speak very highly intelligent. They go to school yearly around, and they have to make it. They got to get it, bro. So you know, I'm blessed to have a woman like that, and she know God, man. Ooh.
Big out to sis, man. Yeah, she know God, man. You know, my sis really love the Lord, man. So big shout out to her. We want to make sure that we, you know, send that shout out to you.
No, she be on me.
Yeah, kind of changing gears a little quick. Stay within the adult life aspect. If you don't know, my man's here, my big bro here, you know, have had several albums, several, you know, music ventures. And I want to get into that a little bit. But man, when did your music career start, man? And elaborate, talk a little bit about, you know, how it started and how it's going and what's going to happen in the future.
I'll make it quick, smooth. I started in Tramtown, but I started from my peers that's older than me.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, it's very obvious from my mom because that's all she used to do. She still do to this day, jam music.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I had my Aunt Christine Beatty. She's no longer here. She was a big motivator for my mama and her. They jam music together. You know, play my mama's stomach and stuff, as I was told. But my dad loved music. Music is all in my family. But you know, I haven't known one that really I reached to go to another level with it.
Yeah.
Then you got my first cassette, my first album that was gave to me from a good classmate was Tony Smith. And I don't know if you remember the Fat Boys?
Yeah.
I got that the Fat Boys, man. That was my first tape. My mama bought me the big old boom box. I went down my close friend to this day, my cousin, like Darrell, that's the spot to go to when I was growing up, to Darrell Williams, Dale and Darrell house, and they lived down that way in Kerryville, like going to Magnolia Springs, but they had a big old trampoline, man. We go down there, man, and hey, man, all the kids come down there, man. We have a good time. So I was basically doing my music then, and then I met, as I got older, I started getting, you know, like with my music. But what I really started noticing that I really wanted to get to my music deep, was with Papa Miller. He had a Dodge Ram truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was a football game, and man, that truck was so clean, man. But man, Pop was jamming, and I know it's gonna bring back memories to him. It was like a big family to me, man. The Breed family, the Miller family, man. That's my family, man. He was at the football game, I won't forget it. Came in that clean truck. I looked up to Pop Miller, man. Keith Miller, man. I looked up to those boys, man. My big brother, O.C. Love. Run DMC, My Adidas.
Yeah,
and then they had a song that throw the devil head at you and you can smell the smoke. Run DMC was the lick back then.
So that started your music career. It started me
wanting to rap. It was the Fat Boys and Run DMC.
Yeah, Fat Boys and Run DMC.
Don't forget Cool J and Kool Moe Dee were going on this time.
So as a result of them kind of sparking that and starting it off, what's some of your projects you've done? And how did that take off?
It started when I went off to Angelina College. Because when Jarvis didn't work out, I went and snuck back in there trying to play basketball again.
Oh, okay.
In Lufkin, Texas. But that's when it really started coming, because I met DJ Screw in Lufkin, Texas, and I think they civic center was called the Alamo. Mm-hmm. See, I know where mine began. That's where I met Point Blank and them at. Because he just come out with My Mind Went Blank. Just doing the Screw.
You
know, just really, I'm talking about trying to make it official that I get in the game. I met those guys in Lufkin, Texas, and at the same time, Lufkin, Texas was on the bound to doing music because they had their mom and pop stores.
So I kind of looked this up too, kind of did my little research as well too. When you started, you went full in. As a result of you going full in, up to this date, how many albums have you completed? How many albums have you done?
Man, and I didn't put them all out. I have 10 albums.
Wow.
I'm about to put everything out.
Wow.
I'm about fully albums before a lot of folks was even doing it. And I ain't knocking nobody. I don't keep up the numbers. You know, I ain't on that type of, I'm glad for you, you know what I'm saying? I don't do like that, but just respect me. Because when you was sitting over there, just sitting over there, I was putting it in.
Yeah.
And when I say I was putting it in, I ran up. Okay, when I came back, when I did that with Lufkin, I went back ASAP and went and talked to this man that got me in. That was Mr. Eddie Boy, because we cannot forget that person there.
Yeah.
I come down, I talked to Mr. Lynn, the old period, and I told him to do this music full head. He was like, and his boy, Ro, I love that boy. Go with it. So, man, I got Mr. Eddie Boy. Mr. Eddie Boy was the spot to come to, and Mr. John Eddie's. Because all that right there was popular spots. Well, Mr. Eddie Boy would get all the blues singers. That's how I got a chance to open up. I didn't open up for rappers.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't open up for rap. That's why I could do music with anybody, bro.
See, when you rap like that's funny you say that.
Because Mr. Eddie Boy wanted me to be an R. Kelly. He wanted me to be a singer. I said, man, I ain't no singer, man.
Well, that's great. That's funny you say that, is because that's kind of my next thing. You know, so how did your music evolve? And you was about to answer that, you know, by being introduced. Yeah.
Mr. Marvin Cease.
Wow.
I met him. I went on a 17-day tour with him. We went all the way to death. I was young, man, and just glad to be a part of something, man. That's just like anybody. They want to be a part of something. And Mr. Marvin Cease, I met him in Houston with Mr. Eddie Boy. We rode in this long. You should have seen what he rode, what he had. He had a dually purple truck, man. Dually out. Now you picture this in 96. Dually out. Purple, clean, system, everything. Cocaine in the back of a ride, man. Mr. Eddie Boy, RP to him, showed me another gang. He said, Rodeo, you a star, and I'm going to make sure you get this while I'm here. Now, the key word, while I'm here.
Yeah.
I didn't have to want for nothing, man. He had, every time somebody come, he'd put me in the mix. Marvin C, Tyrone, listen. Yeah. Tyrone Davis, what's his name? Ruby Moore.
Okay, yeah.
The comedian.
Yeah, Rudy Ray Moore.
Met him.
Dolomite.
Uh-huh. I'm talking about, and I'm kicking it with these people, man. I met Bobby Bland, B.B. King. See, these older folks that know what I'm talking about, I was there to be there to do this. I thank God. But to get out to the rapper more, I said, man, I got to get out. I got to venture off to people that I know I can get with. Yeah. Try to get with. Yeah. That's how I ran into my cousin MC Breed.
So, you know, and that's why I was just listening to a lot of the music, or listening to your music in particular. You know, I can see a lot of those influences of the blues and you know, kind of like I hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I can see. So man, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes, sir.
Now this is my big thing right now. What are you currently doing? What are you some projects you currently working on that you can talk about? I know a lot of things is contractual. You don't want to put it all out there, but what's some of the things that you're currently working on?
Because ain't nobody doing what I'm doing. Not like that. I know. I'm good with it. I'm blessed, man. One thing before I say what I said, I had to realize, and this to any artist, you got to realize who you are, and you got to accept it. You either could be a sucker with it, or you can go and be better with it. So I had to learn that I am good in doing my Zydeco music.
Yeah.
I can do rap. Anybody can rap, but what are you good in? What do you know you can make people happy about? And you can sit back and like you done ate a bunch of food and looking back at the tape, like, man, that's really jamming. So I got a Zydeco album coming. That's not my first one, but this one right here is really the best one I ever done in my life. I don't know if it's gonna be my last, but it's gonna be a good one that I've done. It's called Zydeco Rodeo. It's gonna come out this year sometime. Then I got my album with Big Mitch called Texas Boys.
Okay.
That's Port Arthur, you know what I'm saying? And
PAT in the house.
That's gonna be a very explosive album. We took some time off because certain people had to get their health in the correct order.
Yeah.
You got to be correct to enjoy your blessing. And then I got Country Kane. That's gonna be my big solo album for all the small towns with big major people on it, Big Mike. And man, it's just gonna be some heat. I got some heat coming. And nothing to brag about, but I've been doing this. Ain't nothing new.
So I'll plug
What's
this
up,
in right
Cupid?
quick.
What's
Listen,
up,
I
Cupid,
see
man?
you. I see you. I'll
Yeah.
plug this in right
Big
quick.
Mike, Ghetto Boy, yeah.
Look for it. Zydeco Rodeo
Big Meech,
coming to you 2025. Pay attention to what's going on. It's going to be hitting all the stores, all of your social media outlets. Go and get it. Zydeco Rodeo. And he's going to be doing his thing, man. And there's another next project coming up. We're going to go to this part right here real quick to kind of change the little segments a little bit. Do this for me. Think about if you could relive any moment in your life, relive it, what moment would that be? If you could do it all over again, if you could say, I want to start right here, where would I start?
I think I would have chose Cribberville, Texas.
Yeah.
I wish I would have now played receiver more.
Yeah.
I know I could have went to the pros.
Yeah.
They were begging me. They were telling me, man, that basketball good, boy, you need to go on. Because, I looked up to Tony Mansfield and them, man. Yeah, man, he could have been the pro. I know that dude go, man, but yeah, man, that, and also, I wish I could have got my cousin Breed on the song with me, man, because he was coming to do that for me, man, through my boy Aunt Osa Love, Keith Miller and them, man. Everybody still be rooting for me. Yeah, man. Basketball was it, but basketball is so hard. You just have to be in the spot. But that football from down one, man, you can make something, man. You can make it, though, bro. That's what I want. I should have went on with the McNeese, like how your son is, man.
Okay, yeah. Big shout out to McNeese, Jelani.
Yeah, I should have went on and did that receiving, man, because I was really cold with it. Catch, you just throw the ball up there.
Yeah.
So my boy Brown told me that. Man, I got some cold classmates, man, that I love to talk about, and I'm going to say their name. My classmate, Kenneth Brown, man, we went to college. He went to Texas College, and I went to Georgia. I used to ride back home with him. We used to ride to college together, man. And I got moments where we all rode together. We rode together, man, and then we had a very fashionable talk before my boy left this world. And I love you, man. You still on my mind heavily. And man, just a lot of stuff, including my boy Rob Howard. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff in me, man, that I have to hold in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. I can't just give everything all out, but I try to give everything out that I can on this music. So that's what I'm gonna leave a legacy of, even without a Grammy or no Grammy. I'm gonna put this for anybody. I love what I do.
Oh wow, yeah.
And that's why I could keep dropping albums. I could have kept them dropping, but I got married and I just wanted to get closer to my wife on a lot of things. But I'm back on stuff too.
Listen there, man. I'm gonna ask you this here real quickly. What are your hopes for the next chapter of your life? Like, what are some, because talk to the viewers, man, that might be like, I don't know what I'm going to do next. Just encourage them out there and share with them what's the next chapter. What is, Rodeo, Arnold Betty, Mr. Lobster Shrimp aspiring to do in the next chapter of your life?
That's simple, man. I want to be more closer to God than I ever have been in my life, man.
Thanks. Praise God.
I want to be able to just be of service. I can't tell you all I can tell you, man, I want God to use me than I ever been in. I want to be a life-changing, man. Because we need God more than we need anything in this world, man.
Amen.
Without good health, man, that's when I pump it up, man. We're losing people, man. But I want to be closer with God, and I hope to be in a better financial way. Better, we all want to be financial, health-wise, than I ever been, man. I love all my church-going people, man. that I have met through this connoisseur going through. Because God had brought some very beautiful people in my life, man. And yeah, man, my church, Triumph, my all the pastors, believe it or not, man, from all the pastors, I thank all of y'all that I have met. Because I ain't no salt on nobody, because life is a chapter.
Hey, I got
Right?
facts. Yes,
Life
sir.
is a chapter, man. For me
Yes,
to
sir.
still be here and honoring you, and today is my birthday, I just want to thank everybody for just always, man, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't ask for this, but I like to make people happy, and I like to let people know that they can count on me on the part of being real, Brother Nate.
So with this part saying this, what message? We almost to the end of the interview, and I want to leave this space and take your time with this. But what message would you like to leave for your family and your friends as you turn 52? What message? This is your show.
Man, you got to learn how to forgive. Let the grudges go. Be close to God. Follow His steps, His guides. Love yourself, definitely. Love yourself. Be able to take criticism. And be able to love your folks, and don't forget where you come from. Pay your tithes. And man, love people that love you, man. And learn how to really not bring that back to you and stay in God's face. Because I'm nothing without Him, man.
Yes, God.
I'm nothing without Him, man. It's so beautiful to be this age. As they say, this old man told me once, as you get older, you get wiser.
Mm-hmm.
And that is true, because you asked me about some stuff, and I wish I could have done it then, but it wasn't for me to do it then. It's all about now. So I just thank God, man. I got a personal relationship with Him. Even if I don't do well with certain things, He gave me the gift where I can always go do music. But it ain't all about me being the best. All I'm about, man, right now, man, is having peace in my life and still be able to go fishing and enjoying life and loving everybody and seeing my nieces and my nephews grow up to be better than what I am and be better than what their family are. But stay family. This for anybody. Just keep God in your life, man.
Man, look, I'm going to tell you like this here, man, because I get an opportunity, because I am interviewing. I get an opportunity to tell you, man, from brother to brother, man, from man to man, that you have been a blessing to, you know, not only myself, but you have been a blessing to my family. You know, I always say, man, you know, it's those people that, you know, see life from a perspective of the glass half full. You know, an optimistic way of looking at life. I know things happen and I know things, you know, come up in life, but you're one of those people that I look at and I look up to say that, you know, no matter what's going on, you know what, you could rise above it. So I want to tell you, man, and honoring you, thank you. I appreciate you. A wise man also said that it takes 3 letters to spell the word cry, but it also takes 3 letters to spell the word joy. It takes 4 letters to spell the word hate. But it also takes 4 letters to spell the word love. It takes 7 letters to spell the word enemies. But it takes 7 letters to spell the word friends. It takes 10 letters to spell the word negativity. But it takes 10 letters to spell the word positivity. And I want to tell you, man, you've helped me with that no matter what comes to be bad, keep your head up, keep pushing. So, man, from brother to brother, you know, I love you, man.
I love you too.
Thank
bro.
you for this time, man. Thank you for allowing me to interview you. You know, and man, I just want to honor you. I wanted to say that. I know I ask a lot of questions. I just want to let you know, man. Love you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. And thank you for this. Thank y'all for listening.
We out.
Happy birthday to me, baby.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, man. Love you. We out. Peace.